Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'll be fixing a special dinner for my husband. I'm making smothered pork chops for him. So I want to start with cutting up my onion. I do a medium-sized onion cut up, and then I just set it aside. Alright, I have my pork chops here. These are the thickest pork chops I've ever seen. Let me know, have y'all ever seen pork chops this thick? They're like on steroids. But anyway, those are the pork chops I'll be using. I like to rinse my meat before I cook. I always do that. I always rinse my meat before preparing it. Alright, so after patting my meat dry with a paper towel, I want to start in with my seasonings. I try my best to use no salt seasonings, so these are what I'm using here. Okay, so after seasoning both sides of my chops, I want to start in with my flour. I like to also add seasoning to my flour as well because to me it adds extra flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same seasonings that I used on my pork chops. Let me know down in the comments below, have you ever prepared smothered pork chops? And how do you prepare your smothered pork chops? Do you use maybe different seasonings? I'm just curious. Tell me down below in the comments. Alright, so I want to mix the seasonings and my flour there. And it's time to flour the pork chops. And that's how they look in the pan. You want to just brown the pork chops. You don't want to cook them through. Just brown them. About 3 to 5 minutes. And that's how they should look. So I'm taking them out the pan. These pork chops are heavy. Like, I don't know, where do you got these pork chops from? These are like pork chops 2.0. Pork chops 2.0. Okay, so next is I'm going to drain a lot of that oil I'm going to leave some oil in the pan because I'll need it for my gravy. So I'm going to be draining a lot of that oil. And you want to leave the drippings from the pork chops in the pan. Alright, so I got my water ready, and what I do is, I'm saying I add like a half stick of butter. And stir that butter up in there. Gotta turn that heat down. Okay, so here I'm slowly adding my seasoned flour that I had the pork chop seasoned with. I'm adding that flour. And what I'm trying to do is build up my gravy. So I want to constantly stir the mix, adjust your heat. I'm just building my gravy. Add a little water at a time. And keep stirring. So I'm building up my gravy so it's the right consistency. And I'm trying to make it enough where it'll cover those thick chops. So I'm slowly building, adding more flour, adding more water. Doing this slowly because I don't want any lumps in my gravy. I added a little bit more oil. It's getting there. Now I'm seasoning my gravy. Basically the same seasonings that I use to season my pork chops. Here I'm adding some chicken stock. Low sodium chicken stock. That smoked paprika adds a really nice flavor to foods. I love that stuff. And here I added my chopped onion. In this household, we love onions. So this is some onion, garlic, and shallot seasoning that I bought from Ross a few days ago. It is so good. And I'm adding my garlic powder. I don't know why I'm adding garlic powder, and I had fresh garlic right in front of me. I don't know, y'all. I guess I didn't want to do any more chopping. More onions. You can never have enough onions. Then I'm adding my pork chops to the gravy. And I'm making sure here that I'm covering the pork chops with that gravy mix. Make sure you turn the heat down. Got my heat down. And just cover the gravy. That's why they call it smothered pork chops. Cover those pork chops. Just turning them over, making sure they're covered. Don't it look good, y'all? That's how they looking. And I got my sauteed asparagus, add a little olive oil in the mix there. Boil some potatoes. Smashing them. Okay, I added some seasonings with some butter. Ciao, and here we go. Bada boom, bada bang. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See y'all next time. Stay positive and stay fabulous.